Let's face it, buying a home here in the San Francisco Bay Area can be very challenging. And not only that, but it can be incredibly expensive, especially right now in the market that we're in. And many times in the Bay Area's history, we've had multiple offer markets like the one that we're in right now, where pretty much every time you make an offer, you're going up against a lot of people. And so what I found is that more often than not, home buyers, after they buy a house, are left to wonder, oh my gosh, did I give away too much money? Did I overpay? Thoughts of that nature. Well, in this 3-part video series, I'm going to be going over the things that we do here at Selling Silicon Valley Group to ensure that our buyers save the most amount of money possible when buying a home here in this incredibly challenging and expensive Bay Area home market. For those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Danny Gould. I'm the CEO of the Selling Silicon Valley Group. Over the last 8 years after graduating from Stanford University, I've helped well over 200 families and sold well over $200 million worth of residential real estate here in the San Francisco Bay Area. You can check us out on Google. We have over 250 5-star reviews. Zillow, we have over 100 5-star reviews. So I've had a lot of time and experience to help fine-tune the strategies by which we go about helping our home buyers save money when buying a home here in the Bay Area. And that's what we're going to get into right now. So in parts 2 and 3, I'm going to be going over the things that we do to help our buyers save money once we've already identified a property. So if you're not already subscribed to this channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to get notified when we post parts 2 and part 3. But in this part 1, what we're going to be going over is actually the strategies that we use before we've even identified a property. One of the best strategies that buyers can use to help save tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars is by looking for homes that are not listed online. Off-market opportunities are few and far between, and it's really hard to find. But if you can find an off-market opportunity and find a seller who's willing to sell to you in the total absence of competition, could mean that you save tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars by avoiding a competitive environment, by avoiding a multiple offer situation. As an agent, one of the greatest values that I can bring my buyer is by giving them access to all of the off-market opportunities and all of the off-market networks and channels that I have access to. And that's exactly what we do for all of our VIP buyers here at Selling Silicon Valley. And so what I'd like to do is share with you the 3 ways that we go about sourcing off-market opportunities, or the 3 main ways, I should say, that we go about sourcing off-market opportunities for our clients to help make sure that we're not leaving any stone left unturned and that we're truly seeing all of the inventory that's available to our buyer. The first way that we go about sourcing off-market opportunities for our clients is through Top Agent Network. And Top Agent Network is an exclusive network that's reserved specifically for the top 10% of realtors here in the Bay Area. And so you can only join this community if you're in the top 10% of realtors here in the Bay Area. Luckily, I've been in the top 10% really since my 2nd year in real estate. I got off to a really fast start, and I've maintained that level of business and grown it ever since. So we have access to this channel, which is a very exclusive and very valuable community that we're a part of. As you can imagine, the top 10% of realtors do the majority of the business here in the Bay Area. And so because of that, we have access to the widest array of off-market opportunities through this platform. Anytime that we have a new buyer, we go in there, we add them to the portal, we add their wants, their needs, their budget, and all that good stuff. And then anytime an off-market opportunity is posted in that community, I get notified. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, Danny, why would anyone want to sell their home off market? Well, the truth is that there's a lot of reasons why a seller would choose or elect to not put their home on the market. But the truth is that actually a lot of these homes are supposed to go on the market at some future point in time. So this isn't really like a off market, meaning it's never going to go on the market. This is more like a, hey, the seller is going to sell. They've listed it with an agent and it's going on the market in 3-4 weeks. But a lot of times they post it as coming soon on these networks, on these channels. And so there's a window of about 2 to 3 weeks where we can get in there before the rest of the market sees it. And in that moment, if we give the seller a price that they're really not willing or able to walk away from, then at that point in time, you agree to a price with the seller and you've locked down that home without having to go on the market. And so, yes, you are going to have to pay the seller a good price. You're going to have to give them a price that's enticing. So this isn't like a situation where you can go in and lowball the seller and steal the property from them. No, the seller is going to feel like they're stealing from you. But what I understand, what you should understand, is that by the seller putting it on the market, they are essentially opening it up to the most amount of competition possible. And so chances are 99 times out of 100, the seller would get more money by putting it on the market by allowing everyone everyone to compete for the property. And the truth is, a lot of sellers understand that, but they're looking at what you've offered them and what they think the market could get them. And maybe you've already given them more than they thought they could get. Or maybe you've given them a little bit less than they think they could potentially get, but it's not worth the risk, or it's not worth the effort and the sacrifice of having to get the home ready for sale. If you give them favorable terms, maybe they can stay in the house for another 60, 90 days, which will allow them to find their next home. So the price for convenience is worth it for the seller in these types of situations. The second way we go about sourcing off-market opportunities for our clients, very similar to Top Agent Network, is through our brokerage network. We are with eXp Realty, one of the largest brokerages in California, thousands of agents here in the Bay Area. And much like Top Agent Network, anytime one of them gets an off-market opportunity, we know about it. Same idea. If the seller is willing to show the property before they go on the market, or if they're actually just keeping it off the market altogether, we can get you in there before there is any other competition. And a lot of times, if you agree to a price with the seller, boom, we can do the deal. And regardless of what you paid, you can basically guarantee that another buyer would have come in and offered more if the seller had elected to put the home on the market. Now, the third way is the most ninja strategy of all, which is direct to seller campaigns. And what that means is once we have agreed to work with one another, at that point, we're going to start looking at different neighborhoods. And at some point in time, we might come across a neighborhood where you have fallen in love with the community, you've fallen in love with the area, the schools are perfect if you are looking for great schools. And at that moment in time, there's nothing available on the market that fits your needs or criteria. Or maybe there is something on the market, but it came off the market, or some other buyer got it and we weren't able to get it for you. Whatever the case might be, if we've identified a community that you are interested in, and we haven't found anything in that area, we will go directly to sellers in that community on your behalf to see if any of them are willing to sell to you off market. Things that we've done in the past for our clients include knocking on doors. We've sent letters to the community. We've called the neighborhood. And sometimes we do a combination of all three of those things, just depending on the situation. And so you can rest assured that we will not rest until you found the perfect home. Now, if you're interested in how we here at Selling Silicon Valley can help you find off-market opportunities, you can text the word off market to the number down below. That's it for part one, everyone. Make sure to tune in next week for part two. This is Danny Gould. I'm Selling Silicon Valley, and I will catch all of you in the next video.